There are 7 words that I believe will change your life. I know they've changed my life, and so I want to share them with you. These 7 words have helped me to believe in myself even more fully. My name is Linda Armstrong, and I am an energy healer and a spiritual awakening coach. And here on my YouTube channel, I talk about all things to do with energy, with transformation, with spiritual awakening, and with working with spirit, connecting to spirit to create a life you love. And that's my website, lovemylife.coach. So I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. You can hit that bell so that you're notified when videos come out every Monday and Friday. And I'd love you to like and share and comment and all that good stuff. So now getting into it, the 7 words. They are this: there is no right way. Keep it simple. There's no right way. So it seems simple, but that was really big for me. I kept getting this message, and I think partly because I'm a healer. That's the work that I do. I help people to transform and to release energy that's holding them back and keeping them from moving forward on their path. And so I would compare myself to other healers and see how they do things. What modalities are they working with? How do they do what they do? I would look at the really successful ones in my mind, and I would think, okay, maybe I should do what they're doing. And like I was giving my power away by looking outside of myself for what I thought or think I should do, because it's how somebody else does it, right? So I've been getting the message, there's no right way. And it started to sink in, no, there's no right way. We all have our own way of doing things, right? So it kind of took that part of me, that ego mind part of me that was kind of pushing me, that actually in pushing you that way, it's making you think that you're not enough, right? No, I'm not good enough. I have to learn more. Not true. Because there is no right way, right? You find your way. People are drawn to you by your own uniqueness, by the energy you send out. So when you believe in yourself, that energy follows through, and then people can feel that, right? But if you're always thinking that you have to find another way to do something, or there's a better way, or that person's way is better than mine, then you're actually keeping yourself small, right? You're stifling yourself. You're stifling that creativity within you. So that really helped me a lot. And, it's kind of funny because being a healer, I'm channeling the healing. I know different modalities that help me to tune in, or have helped me to learn how to tune in to this energy that wants to come through when I'm healing, when I'm working with people. And, the funny part about that, what cracks me up, is Spirit's doing the work. Spirit knows everything that needs to be known, It's like, what, am I going to educate Spirit by taking another course? Or, it's kind of silly when you think about it. So when you start to own yourself and your way of being, and I know right now I'm talking about like work, but it could be with anything. It could be with how you relate to other people. Some people try to transform their whole personality because they think that the way this other person's personality is the better way. So then they are being false in trying to be like something else that is not them. So really, you want to trust in yourself, trust in your way of being, your way of doing things. There is no right way. I actually have another situation going on in my life where that's a little bit of a struggle that I'm working my way through. And then other people who I've confided in, who maybe know about these things, start to tell me what to do. Or this is how it's done. Or if you're doing this, then you wouldn't have to, and it's like, okay. So I have to keep bringing myself back to, what, that works for them. But that doesn't work for me, or I'd already be doing it, right? So you have to trust what works for me, feel and ask Spirit, Spirit will guide you. And so that's what I do. I'm like, okay, how is my way? What will help me to get through this thing that's going on? And so that's what I do. And I find that that actually energizes me and lights me up to actually move forward on the path of whatever it is that I'm focused on, because now my energy is my own. And when it's my own energy, and I can start to really get it that there's no right way. So who's to say my way is wrong? You can start believing in yourself. Like, no, you know what? I believe in my way because I feel it in my body and I trust that. So it's really getting down to that. There's no right way. You're going to trust what you feel, and you're going to connect with spirit because, hey, that help is there for you. So if you're not aware of it, look at some of my other videos where I'll be talking about these things. I'm sure I'll be talking about it more and more. You're mostly spirit. Only 20% of you is in this body right here. The other 80% is out there making up all of your guides, right? You also have angels. There's so much energy out there to support you. So start using it. Yeah. And just remember, there's no right way. But then the other part of this is keep it simple. And that really, I think even when I said it just now, I think my body went, like you could breathe, right? Keep it simple. When you can keep things simple, it's kind of like saying no to that mind chatter that's telling you all this complicated stuff to add to it, or to buy more of this, or do more of that, or listen to this, all this stuff outside of you, right? You want to keep it simple. You're going to connect to yourself. Like, yeah, okay. So what's the easiest way to do this? So that's what I like to ask myself now. What's the simplest way in which I can get a great result here? And then you know what? If you're inspired because of that creative part, we're creators, right? There's some creativity coming through that wants to add a little bit of it. Like I'm not a cook. Luckily, my husband cooks, because I'd be starving if not. But he's very creative when he's cooking. Puts a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but he feels his way through it, right? So let's do that with our life, You add a little of this, add a little, but you're being guided by something within you. So the whole thing about there's no right way is just not to give your power away to all these other people. Now maybe they have a great thing that resonates with you. Someone gives you a tip, or you hear about some course to take and you're like, wow, you feel it. Like actually all of the courses I've ever taken, I've been just guided to them, even when I didn't even know why I was doing it. I just guided there, and I could, and it just felt right, So follow that, and keep it simple. So I thought of an example with keeping it simple, because when you overcomplicate things, you're just spreading out too much of your attention. Like if you have a really cluttered space, let's look at like to the extreme. Say someone who's a hoarder, and there's just so much stuff in their space, there's like no room for them. They're like disappearing into all of the stuff. And truly, energetically, they're disappearing into all of the stuff because you have attention to everything that's in your existence, in your environment. And so when it's overloaded with so much stuff, you lose yourself. You can't hear that voice within. There's too much going on. So you want to just keep things simple. Even like a project, you might decide that you have to do all these different things that you've seen other people do, or it has to be this way because this teacher is very successful and they have their method to doing it. But you know what? If their method doesn't feel right to you, it's not right for you. It's not your way. So there is no right way. Find your own way and keep it simple. And so I'm going to keep this video simple, and I'm going to end it there because that's really truly all of it. I could talk about it more and more and more and more, but I won't. But if you would like to hear more of the things that I'm sharing, I would love you to subscribe to my channel. You can ring that bell, and then you'll be notified when new videos come out. And please comment below, if this resonates with you, even if you just write in there in the comments box, it resonates, or maybe some examples of how you felt yourself be pulled out of something because you started to complicate it too much, thinking that it had to be a certain way or had to be like someone else's way, or maybe just comment on even an example, because it would help other people looking of how you've tapped into owning your own way, because there's no right way. So find your own way. And that's all for now. Peace.